Yeah, so right at the moment you've got a picture of my Starfield desktop, but really I was just going to let you know what I'm doing, because it's now well, we're getting into summer, the major football leagues have ended, and it's the summer leagues, Sweden, Japan, sort of Finland, Iceland. There's a few of them. I don't know the teams as well, but I do trade them, so I will put up a few vids. But what I am doing is looking at the sort of over under 2.5 goals market, and I really don't like this market. I've never been any good at, well, I never really wanted to trade it, put it that way. I have it's over under 2.5 is the one I would trade. It's the most sensible one. But you know, when I'm in it, or when I used to look at it, I start to fret. I don't know why, because I'm totally relaxed with big stakes in the markets I like, and match odds and the correct score. But when it comes to over under 2.5 goals, I don't know. I think it's when I'm in the overs and the match is 0-0, I'm thinking, my God, it's such a long way to go to 3 goals. And when I'm in the unders and an early goal goes in, I'm thinking, Jesus, it's not that long to get to 3 goals, and I find it stressful. And of course, you get an early goal when you're in the overs, and you can get no goals in the unders. But I just couldn't let it go anymore. It's the biggest market after the match odds, so I'm going to test it over the summer, hopefully over the main season when it comes back in August, September, because I think as a trader you need to not squander too many opportunities. Things can change in the markets very quickly, and who knows, in a season or two I might not be making anything like the money I'm making now in my favoured markets. So I'm just doing a test stakes of £100. That's a sort of I suppose money that means something to me, but it's not, you know, not bonkers. You know, if I you know, if I find I don't like it and I've lost money, it's not going to kill me. And obviously, you know, the idea is that over a couple of seasons I will have, you know, I don't know, 500 or 1,000 trades to look at, and I'll be able to decide whether it's something I want to continue with. I've had quite a good start. There's no way this is going to continue on a sort of ratio of winning 6 or 7 and losing 1, but I'm just you know, testing, seeing if my goal ratings, stats or system that I use for, you know, pre-match for a lot of my matches, a lot of my betting anyway, will work here. And I've, you know, it looks quite good, but I think I probably made quite a few mistakes, because here in these first 6 matches, the half-time score was 0-0. It's highly unlikely that there would have been 3 goals, and sure enough there weren't. And yeah, I still sort of traded out. Okay, I think 1 or 2. I've won another one since. I won one last night, but I had to go to football last night, so I kind of just left some money in the market in the second half to clear the liability down. Here I just cleared the liability down on the at half time on the overs, because I was in the unders in all these games. It's probably the one I would trade most. And so yeah, it remains to be seen. This one I lost. It was 1-1 at half time, and I knew it was going to get, well, you know, as far as I could see, it was going to go to 3 goals. It went 3-2 in the end, but the odds were so short I didn't feel comfortable pushing in a couple of £100 to clear my debt. And as I was sort of as I was reducing it further, bit by bit, the third goal went in. So it's not so bad, because I mean, here I should have been winning, you know, £66, £74, you know, or thereabouts, you know, roughly £100. But here I should have lost £100. But really, in all these games, there's only 1 or 2 where the stats showed that possibly the game was heating up, and in my head the game might be heating up in the second half, and there might be some goals, but generally you can tell at half time, you know, what's likely to happen in the second half. But it's always a good idea to watch, and of course in a couple of cases here I had to go at half time. So not the most dedicated of testing, but it's you know, it's something worth looking at. And I don't you know, if you're going to test something, you just keep as many records as you can, and go for as long as you can. I mean, not many people, you know, test out their markets and trading theories as long as I do. I'm completely overcautious, but you know, I rely on it for income, so it needs to be done. So as I say, I'll be doing this over the next few seasons, but and I'll hopefully report back on it. The only question is whether it gets in the way of my normal trading when the main European season markets, teams, even leagues come back. So yeah, that's that, and I'll try and keep you updated, and hope you will have a good summer. I'll probably be back and I might trade one of these live, and give you my thoughts. Thanks a lot. Cheers.